What's up, Dream Chasers? So today I am at the American Gardens Theater, and this is the Festival of Arts 2023. And what I'm gonna do today is one of my personal favorite things. It's free. It's called the Animation Academy, and they teach you how to draw here. And what better way to celebrate the arts than to make your own art? So come on in, let's check it out. It's a great time, and like I said, it's free, so you got to do this. You really do. It was definitely my favorite thing of the whole festival. All right, I'll see you guys on the inside. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna get our piece of drawing paper up here, and here's our drawing paper. And I think we're gonna get a thank you.
Greetings, friends.
Oh, look at
In
that.
just 10 minutes, the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, presented by AT&T.
Man, it's getting cold out here.
To experience the Animation Academy.
Here comes the
This
cold front.
presentation will
Still
begin
gonna be a lot
in
of fun.
just 10 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, we got a clipboard and a pencil, it looks like. You mind a minute? Can you pull that up for me? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right.
Stay though.
Thank you. All right, so got this here. Got this here. I guess I'll just sit. Can I sit right here? Is that okay?
Yeah, you're welcome to sit wherever.
All right.
In just a few minutes, we invite you to experience the Animation Academy here at the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, presented by AT&T Animation Academy. Please welcome your sketch artist, Will Gay.
Hey guys, welcome to Epcot and the International Festival of the Arts. This is the first day, so I'm excited to be here today. How are you guys doing? Staying warm?
Trying to.
Yeah, it got cold like right before we were about to draw, so we're gonna have to warm up our hands a little bit and all that stuff. If you don't know me, I'm a Disney artist and designer, and I've been here at Disney for about 18 years. So I do design advertising during the day for Disney, and at night I do Disney art, and I do a bunch of Mickey, Pluto, all their friends, a lot of attraction kind of paintings, and you'll find those at the festival here. I'll be appearing also in Odyssey to do signings throughout the festival. So yeah, I've been doing that for a while here, and today we're going to draw some characters together. You guys ready for this?
Oh yeah.
All right. The 100 years celebration is kind of happening here at Disney, so I thought maybe we do an old school original character. My friend Oswald. Does that sound good?
Oswald, yes. All right.
Oswald has kind of a sordid history, so I'll tell you a little bit about that as we kind of go through. Some of you probably know a little bit about Oswald already, but I'll try to give you some facts as we go through and some tips about drawing and shading and all this stuff as we do it too. So we'll keep it loose, easy, and you guys stay warm. Don't worry too much and stress out about this. It's supposed to be fun. It's fun to draw, so keep it loose and easy, and you'll have fun. You'll turn out with a better drawing at the end. So let's get started with Oswald. And Oswald was before Mickey. So Walt Disney and Iwerks created Oswald back around 1927, and he was in a number of shorts. And then Walt actually lost the rights to Oswald to another company that's down the street here.
Universal.
And we eventually got him back, so all is right with the world again. But yeah, originally Oswald was before Mickey and did a number of shorts, and when Walt lost Oswald, then he created Mickey with Iwerks after that, which became even more famous and more well known. But we're glad to have Oswald back at the Disney family once again. He's real similar to Mickey big in that he's made up of circles. So Iwerks and Walt Disney, they really wanted a friendly character with Oswald and with Mickey later. So you'll see similarities there as you're drawing it. But he starts with a circle. And to do a circle, we're going to use our whole arm when we draw the circle. And we're going to start out really light. And we're start down a little bit, towards the bottom of the page. And we're going to do a light circle, use our whole arm. This is just going to be our guide circle here. But we're going to do it towards the bottom because we're leaving room for Oswald's big ears, as you know, that will stick up. So just get a light circle going there. Try to warm up here. Make sure this is showing up enough. Yeah, it's super light. I'll start to get darker as we go, so you'll see a little more. Just get your arm going there and get that circle going. And then we'll do some guidelines. We're going to drop a guide straight down the middle. Try to do this a little darker so you can see. There you go. And then we're going to divide horizontally and give it just a slight bend to it, just to start feeling the roundness of this character. As we start to think about, we're drawing a flat character, but we want to think of them almost in a 3D space. So we think of that circle we drew as a sphere that goes back in space a little bit. That kind of helps your brain figure this thing out. All right, so he's got a little button nose right in the middle of our crosshairs there. And so we'll do a little oval that's gonna just sit right in here. And again, just keep it loose and then we'll darken it once we get it in there. So his cute little button nose in there. And then, you know what's gonna help me? Put on my glasses. Now I can see. I was like, why is everything so blurry? So then we're gonna darken, if you get that oval where you want it, just kind of darken that. And then we're gonna shade it in a little bit. So you can shade with the side of your pencil or kind of do cross hatching like I do. Just kind of do it quick and like let it fill in. And get that nose right where you want it. Again, you can be loose and sketchy with it and all that. So we got his nose in there. And we're going to work on the mask. So we're going to go up towards the top. And just a little bit from the top of the circle, we're going to do kind of a curving V that curves up to the outside of the circle there. It's going to be the top part of his mask. And so we'll start to do that, and we'll just kind of trace along the top of the circle, sketch lightly. It's going to be the top part of the mask. We'll fill this whole thing in a minute here. And I'm going to kind of come down the side of the circle. It's getting a little windy, so we're going to get some wind noise. We come down the circle a little bit on the left side there, and maybe halfway. And then we're going to drop a line that comes down to our guideline. Just a little curved line here. It's going to be the side of his mask. And then we're going to curve that back to the outside of the circle. And then again, we'll kind of trace around the outside to get that kind of piece of the side piece of his mask here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to come down about halfway, about the same space, check from the other side, and then kind of curve down to that guideline, and then back to the edge of the circle again. And then trace the outside. Shade it in the side of the pencil, or again, you can do the kind of quick cross hatching if you want. This is sketch, so keeping it loose, and then even fill in that top area of his mask as well. You kind of connect these pieces through the circle. Just kind of sketch down the side here to connect these pieces, and then fill in the top. See, this is similar mask to Mickey. Walt and Iwerks they were both very kind of graphic thinkers in animation, and the mask helps the character read really well in kind of black and white back in the day when they started. It helps show like what position his head was in, and in general with animation, like really helped him define the character. So that's our mask there. Let's work on his mouth. So if we come down into the bottom section of the circle, that bottom half, and we're going to do a little kind of curved line, starting from right under the mask on either side, and just kind of curving down to a midpoint there. And then darkening in a little bit after you got it where you want it. And then we'll come down from the corner, and we'll drop all the way down to the bottom of the circle. And we're going to do that on each side. My hands are getting cold, you guys. And then I'm going to darken this in a little bit. We're going to fill this in a little bit more. So if you got some lines you don't like in there, we'll fill them in a second. So we got the basic shape of his mouth here. And now we're going to put these little corners of his mouth, just like a little umbrella, a little up down, kind of curved line right in the corners there. So we'll drop those in there. And then his tongue is super simple. We're just going to do, I like just kind of a curved line right there through the bottom part, and that's going to be his tongue. Just, again, super simple, happy, kind of fixing stuff as I go here, rounding out my circle. Since we got that in place, let's draw the bottom part of Oswald's mouth there. So we're going to follow the circle down. We're just going to darken as we go. And we're going to go all the way under our line for the mouth there, down to our guideline. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just kind of following the circle. Sketchy, darker as you go. And it's starting to form up a little bit here. Now let's shade in the inside of the mouth. So again, we're going to take our pencil and either turn it on the side or do kind of the cross hatching like this. I kind of like how the cross hatching looks, kind of sketchy looking. Keeping it loose again. And then we'll do a little bit on the tongue too, because it's kind of sitting back in the mouth, right? So we don't want it to be so bright. Brighter things stand out as things that are in the foreground. So what we're going to do is like kind of shade that back a little bit too, but not as much as what you're doing in the back of the mouth, so that we can start to create these layers there with the shading. And I'm just going to round out the side of his head a little bit here. So we got a pretty good shape going for Oswald. Now, everybody good so far? Cool. All right, let's work on some ears. So the difference is he kind of looks like Mickey at this point, right? But, you know, Mickey has kind of these round oval ears that sit up there. But Oswald is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, so he has big floppy ears. So we're going to start right in between the white space for the mask here at the top of the head. And we're just going to start to draw almost this kind of paddle shape. It kind of swoops up and around. You can keep it loose at first till you kind of find your shape. Think of it as like almost like an upside down bowling pin or something, kind of flopping up there. Gets wider on the edges. Do it kind of a couple times and then trace it a little darker. See if you can get the right kind of shape there to it. Kind of flopping up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So fix the top of his head here. So when you're doing this, when you're drawing, you can continually fix stuff. With a pencil, just keep it light, keep sketching over it. It has a nice feel. It feels alive when you do that. If you're sketching on an iPad or digitally, like I do sometimes, you're usually hitting the undo button and just erasing it completely. But I feel they're more alive when you see all the lines and stuff. You saw those old animation drawings back in the day where they had their guidelines and all their rough lines in there, and it just looks so alive. So I like that feel to it in the end. Let's get the other ear in there. We're going to do the other ear slightly different kind of bend to it or shape to it. It's going to look the same, but you just want it to have a variation here. So I'm going to kind of go a little more straight on this side with it, and then kind of bend over. Let's see here. Maybe not so bendy. Just trying to vary it up a little bit. And his ears really kind of give him some motion, some life. So we got kind of a big curve over here, kind of curves around and down, right, like that. And then this one's a little more straight. Straight as we go up, and then curves around here, maybe curves in this way more. Just gives it this kind of motion going that way. Let's shade in those ears now. So you got them where you want. You can try the side ear pencil if you want on this, and like shade them in. It's another technique for shading. Again, I'm going to do it kind of really rough, and see, I'm not too worried about staying in the lines. But you can totally stay in the lines. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. And I'm giving a little cross hatching over top of it just to darken it a little more. And I'm going to do that with both ears, just kind of shade it. Helps to give it a little dimension to it, and I leave it a little lighter on one side or less filled in. And then I kind of like, shade in more on the left side. It starts to give it a little bit of a feel. It's rough still. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one over here. Let me use the side of my pencil again to shade quickly. And just kind of shade in this ear. His ears and his mask are all kind of black and white and part of that kind of graphic look. Very distinct for Oswald. Lucky rabbit. Oswald has become, because of his kind of controversy and story and history, he's become a really, really loved character by fans. Along the lines of Orangebird and Figment are also very well-loved, kind of obscure characters. Oswald's less obscure, but still. Alright, so you can kind of keep darkening that ear, get it where you want, really kind of work it. You can put a couple little motion lines on, whatever you want to do. Alright, so fix anything you need to fix, kind of tweak it a little bit, making sure everything's nice and round, filling in some more stuff here in the mouth, just getting it where I want it. Because again, you're continually like evolving this. There's no perfect drawings. It's really just about when you feel it's kind of finished and what you want to do with it. Because again, it's art. It's your interpretation of this character, right? All right. So here we have Oswald, but we kind of saved the best for last. The eyes. Once we get the eyes in there, in any character, and especially a Disney character, they really start to come to life. Oswald is very old school, like I said, so when they did that kind of graphic look of Oswald back in the day, his eyes are essentially just ovals. No pupils. They're what we call coal eyes from the 1920s. And Mickey had these eyes as well. Early on in Plain Crazy, he actually had these kind of goggle eyes, but after that, Mickey had these same kind of coal eyes for a while, which are essentially an elongated egg or oval shape. And we're just going to drop it in there right in the middle of that guideline. And we're going to do the same thing on both sides. And what you want to do is kind of like eyeball the top of this thing, right? And kind of start your other side at the same level there. And we're going to drop in that other oval shape. And kind of darken those around as we go. And then start to shade those in. again. I'm just going to shade with a cross hatching really quick. And get those eyes in there, so please, he's starting to come to life now at this point. And there is nice, happy Oswald. I'm going to fix his mouth just a little bit, smooth it out here. Do any last minute things you want to do to your drawing. A bit of cross hatching here on the eyes to darken up one side, maybe. And there we have Oswald. So to finish off your drawing, one of the most important things you need to do is sign your work. So sign it there at the bottom. This is me, okay. Put a couple of fun, old school 3 tick mark lines on it, whatever you want to do. And that's Oswald. How'd you guys do? Good?
Good.
Let me see some of these drawings. Let's hold up our drawings. I want to see these. Awesome. Yes, yes. Very cool. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Oh, I love these. All right, let me see this side. Coming. All right. I got to check your work. Awesome, awesome. Good job. Nice, nice. Man, you guys are awesome. All right. Well, here's something I want to do, because I was doing this last year, because you guys got really good drawings. I want to take a big group selfie with you. We'll do like one side of the stage, and then I'll get the other side of the stage. So hold up your drawings again. And I'm going to try and get all you guys. Squeeze in. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3. Oswald. All right, now this side. All right, get those drawings up. You got them? Are you guys all in there? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, say Oswald.
Oswald.
Awesome. Well, give yourself a round of applause. You guys did awesome. Hope you had fun out here drawing Oswald today. And hope you can get out to the festival and see all the art. Go over to the Odyssey. That's where my art is in there. And I'll be in there signing, but not today. Later in the week. But enjoy the rest of the festival, and thanks for coming out, you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Friends, thank you for joining us for this presentation of the Animation Academy. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, presented by AT&T.
All right, in case you are wondering what it might look like, there's my Oswald, sign and everything. Pretty cool. All right, what a great experience. Animation Academy, the International Festival of Arts 2023, here at the American Pavilion.
Here.
Yes, indeed.
Your badge of
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Just need your clipboards right here.
Alright, there's the drama clipboards. Okay, so that was the Animation Academy. They have it at 12:30 and 1:30 every day. It's a different animator, and like that guy, William Gay, said you can meet him over there at Odyssey later on. His art's in there, and he'll be signing stuff. But how cool is that to come in here and actually make your own art? You may as well do it if you're gonna do nothing else in this whole festival. I would say come and make your own art. Do the Animation Academy. It was so fun. I loved it. I loved my drawing, and got to make Oswald, man. Never thought I would do that here at Disney. Sweet.